In this video, we're going to talk just a little bit about the importance of ironing or pressing. The difference often between a well-done boutique quality project and a homemade project, one where someone's probably not going to be willing to pay a whole lot because their impression is poor. You know, the impression of your project may be poor. Almost always, it'll come down to two things, and the first is ironing. If you have not ironed as you go, your project is not going to turn out nearly as professionally as the person who took the time to iron. The second thing would be you've just got poor sewing skills, and so, or you know, some people might have good sewing skills, but they don't care enough, so they don't do a good job. But you are definitely not going to be among those women, and I'm hoping that you will be good at ironing as well. Now you can see I did all my clipping, and then I turned my project right side out, and look how nice that lays. There's no puckering. You see that? Everything's laying nice and flat. That happened because I did a very good job with my clipping. And actually, after I turned it right in this area, the fabric did not want to lay smooth. I went back in and added more clips. And now look at it. It's perfect. So if you are having a section that does not want to lay down after as you're ironing, go back in, add some more clipping. It's worth it to get this kind of a result. You see that? Now, do you see how remember I talked about once we turn this, the fabric that was in here is now down in here, which means it has to spread out like that. So let's see if I can zoom in enough to show you, for you to see that. You see that now? How they're actually laying inverted from where they were before. So it really is important. All of that clipping work may seem bothersome, but it will save you headache, because now look how nicely my project lays down. And this is going to be much easier for me to sew my zipper on. I'm trying to find my zipper. Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about the zipper, and then I will do another video actually demonstrating putting it in. But we will be doing this. We will lay our zipper here, and we will pin. We will put pins all along the way. And this is just called a top application zipper. And we're going to be just sewing our way along. It's possible someday you will be so proficient at this that you won't need to pin, but we will start out being avid pinners, okay? And so on. We'll just continue all the way until we get to the other end. And you'll notice that I have a zipper that's too long. That is really not going to matter, because if you have a metal zipper, it matters. You can't have a metal zipper that's too long. But if you have this kind of a zipper, these are nylon coil, your sewing machine can go across that without having any trouble, and then you'll just cut off the extra. So I typically, if I can find them on sale, or better yet, if I can recycle one out of an old dress that somebody's gotten rid of, I do that, and then I can make it any size I want it to be. So once this side's done, it's a little bit trickier, but you're just going to go over to the other side and start sewing that. Now look, we wouldn't be able to get our sewing machine into that tight space, but once we know we have things lined up here, so you see how I want that edge of this zipper tape to be even with the edge of my project. I'll do that on both sides. I can then unzip this, and then this will be able to lay open. All right, so as I said, I want you to go ahead and pin one side of your zipper to your curved, the opening. And once it's pinned, you can join me on the next video, and we'll sew our zippers in. All right.